Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another amazing episode. In today's video, I want us to get to look into a very unique and a controversial conversation that people they have been having. And in this particular segment, I want us to get to look into why Toyota is among the best car brands in the world, and why, if you're looking to get a car, you should consider getting one from Toyota. Myself, I've owned so far two Toyota cars, and from my own experience, Toyota is one of the best reliable cars that we have out here. So stick around because we'll be looking into 10 reasons why Toyota is considered to be the top car brand that have shown reliability, low cost when it comes to maintenance, as well as durability. So I'm not saying that other car brands they are bad to own, but from research as well as real data from users, they have shown that Toyota is the best car brand that we have out here. So stick around because I'll be taking you through this discussion. My name is Willie, and welcome back, guys. If you're coming back, and of course, if it's your first time coming across my video, do consider hitting the subscribe button, which is just below here. And we do appreciate when you get to share your thoughts on the comment section. Let us know what you think about Toyota, or whether you have interacted with other car brands and your opinion. We really appreciate you doing that. So for now, give allow for the intro to run, and I'm going to see you on the other side. We get to look into these discussion together. Welcome back. I want us to get to look into which are these 10 reasons why Toyota is the best car brands that we have out here. And number one is that at Toyota they have shown that they have the unmatched reputation for reliability. And what we mean by that, when it comes to Toyota cars, maybe you're looking for those small sedan cars, you're looking for the SUVs. These cars they have had a track record of having very few breakdown, and that's one of the issues that when it comes to reliability is usually a very important thing to consider. Also, another reason which makes Toyota top in that list is the fact that when it comes to maintenance, these cars they have some reasonable budget. I'm not saying they're very cheap to maintain, but they have some reasonable budget, especially when compared to other car brands. What I mean by that, when it comes to maintenance, we're talking about whereby you might be required to purchase some spare part for the car. You might also need to pay for labor cost. Comparing Toyota with other car brands like the Mercedes, the Mazda, the Honda, you'll be realizing that Toyota always comes at the comes at comes out to be much cheaper as compared to those other car brands. Talking of reliability, also for the Toyota cars, most of them will be saying they're still running in our Kenyan roads, particularly. And some of these cars they have been on the roads for more than 2 decades. We're talking about 20 years plus, and they're still delivering or still performing. We're talking about cars like we do have the Toyota Corolla, we have the old model of the Premium. These cars they have been running in our Kenyan roads, and remember we are talking about a third world country, and they are still in good shape. So that's something that I will be seeing mostly with the Toyota, unlike the case for the case of the especially Nissan and the Mazdas. You will be realizing they get wiped out of the market very fast. Also, it's important to appreciate the fact that most of the Toyota cars, especially those ones we're talking about, like the trucks, the SUVs, which are meant to really face very rough terrains, especially here in Kenya, you'll be realizing they get to survive for very long time. We're talking about cars like we do have the Hilux, the single cabin. That car has been running for more than even 30 years, and those cars they are still in good shape. And of course, you'll be realizing that even the users that they own those cars right now, they're saying that car has the prospect of even running for the next 2 decades if well maintained. So that's something that makes Toyota to be a very considered car, and a car which a car brand which is very popular because once you get to purchase it, you get to give it proper service and maintenance. That car is going to serve you for life. So now let's proceed to the second reason why Toyota should always consider buying Toyota as compared to other car brands. Well, number two reason why Toyota is considered to be among the top brands that we have and you should consider getting a car from is the fact that these car brands from Toyota, they get to give you very good resale values. So this is something that whenever you're purchasing a car, you should always have in mind, because at some point you might need maybe to resell the car or even to have some upgrades. You get to the next level and you'll be expected to sell your car. So Toyota is considered, as compared to other car brands, it's one of the car company which you'll be having some ease when it comes to reselling the car, because there is still the market demand for that car. So you'll be finding some real a number of willing buyers are out there. Also, another important thing to know is that in terms of the depreciating rate, the Toyota cars, you'll be realizing the depreciation rate is very very low, and that's something which makes it very very exceptional as compared to other cars, because remember, you don't want to make a very huge loss after you get to resell your car. Despite the fact that it has really served you for a while, you don't also need to go almost to the half price, as is the case we get to see with car brands like cars from Nissan as well as Mazda. Particularly Nissan here in Kenya, it has that challenge of the car really losing value. So we have a few cars under Toyota which have they are known to maintain or to have a very good resale value. You're talking about cars like the RAV4, the Toyota RAV4, the Corolla, the sedan, as well as the wagon version, as well as for the SUVs, we do have the Land Cruisers. Those cars, once you get one, that car is going to serve you for a very, very long time. And when it comes to reselling, you'll be having some easy moment, as well as you won't be losing your money at a very, very huge percentage. So it's very, very important that you get to understand that. So if you want to do your own research as well as you get to get your own experience, I would suggest go out there. You get to look at those showrooms which are selling new cars, as well as you also get to join those WhatsApp groups which are we have second-hand owned cars. You get to see the margin between a brand new as well as a second-hand owned car. You'll be realizing the margin is way way too high. So now let's proceed to the next reason why you should buy a car from Toyota. Number three is whereby you'll be realizing Toyota cars, especially we are talking about mostly the hybrid units which are coming out now. They have a very good fuel economy. So remember, despite the fact that you get to incur that cost of buying a car, you need the daily budget of running that car. We are talking about fuel. So with the Toyota, most of these cars, they are fuel friendly, and of course that's something which makes it exceptional, because Toyota have so much variety. If you're looking for an hybrid, you're looking for those ones which are hybrid, it's up to you to choose depending with your pocket as well as your ability. So Toyota at that area, they have really really tried to be diverse to make sure that everybody is catered for. So if you're looking for those cars which are not they have good fuel economy, you might look for those cars which have a small engine capacity, as well as mostly you might check out the hybrid units. And there's some advantages that comes with hybrid units. One is that these cars, they get to give you better mileage. Remember, we're talking about some advancement in the technology. Also, another thing is that the hybrid units, they are very very good and smooth when it comes to city driving, as well as you'll be finding that this car, they have very low, very minimum emissions, which is also environment friendly. And the last reason is that when it comes to consumption of the fuel, as well as they get to consume very small fuel. So that also gets to save your pocket in that area. So now let's proceed to our next reason why you should consider buying a Toyota car. Well, speaking of Toyota, the reason why you should consider buying a Toyota car is the fact that most of these cars, they do come with safety sense. It's called the Toyota safety sense, which is the TSS. What do you mean by this? This is basically some more advancement in terms of the technology, some upgrades that you'll be getting in most of the Toyota cars, which gets to improve your protection and safety when you're driving that car. And speaking of safety, we might be looking at things like some cars, they might come with some front sensors, that is, which are placed in front of the car. We're also talking about things like some cars, they do come with cameras, which they really get to assist you when you're cruising or even when you are parking the car. We have the rear cameras as well as the front camera. So some more advanced or even those high-end trims, you may find they might come even with some laser ladder, but this is not something which is very common. But things like drivers assist is something that will be seen, as well as cruise control. Those things you will be finding in most of the Toyota cars, and they're coming like a standard thing when coming out of the manufacturer. So that's something which gets to really get to assist in one or another to improve the safety of the car owner when you're cruising that car. So we are talking about things like we do have like the lane departure alert, pre-collision systems, adaptive cruise control, road sign assist, as well as things like the automatic high beam headlight system, which gets to control the lighting depending on the condition, even before the driver can get to engage. So those are some of the things that makes Toyota to be exceptional as compared to other car brands. So now let's proceed to the next one. Well, next one in our list is whereby we get to talk about the Toyota. They have a very wide model selection, meaning they have so many cars that you can get to select depending on your preference. We are talking about cars like if you're looking for small cars, they have you covered. If you're looking for SUVs, truck, hybrid, electric cars, as well as if you're a person who gets to like to go off-roading, they have also you covered. You're talking about for the off-road cars. We are looking at things like we have the Forerunners, and we also have the Land Cruisers. For small cars, we do have things like the Camry, the Toyota Corolla. We are also talking about things like Premium, Beat. All those they get fall under that category. For the SUVs, we are talking about things like the RAV4. We have the Fortuner, the Highlanders. The list is endless. Just to mention a few, for the case of the hybrid electric, we have the Prius. Prius is a common electric car, hybrid electric car that you get from Toyota. So that's something that we'll be realizing with the Toyota. You don't get shortage of a different car variety. You always get whichever fits you. Proceeding to the next one in our list is the fact that Toyota is a well spread global company, meaning maybe you're in Nairobi, you're in New York to Tokyo, you'll always get a Toyota dealer. And the advantage that comes with that is the fact that you'll be getting parts they are easily accessible, as well as in terms of getting expert services. In case you need some checkup for your car, you can always get a specialist from the Toyota dealer. So the fact that Toyota is a global company, there's an advantage that gets to come with that, which is very important. Proceeding to our last in our list is whereby you get to realize that Toyota, they have very strong engineering philosophy, meaning in every car model that they get to produce, they always make sure that there's some advancement compared to their predecessor, which is something which makes the company to keep going, keep pushing its limits, as well as keep satisfying customers. So those are just a few of the reasons why I would consider buying Toyota every day, anytime. Let me know your thoughts about the same, as well as your experiences, and whether you could make the same decision. That's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys, and of course, don't forget to the subscribe button, which is just below here, and share your thoughts.